immediately. Oh, he's got it. Oh, I don't know if that was a good hook set. Oh, is he pulling? Is that a decent one? Oh, that might be a good one. Oh. Welcome back, everybody. So before anybody gets angry at me in the comments, I love Senkos. I love stick baits. They work insanely well. But is this not the most ridiculous lure that's ever been invented? It works so incredibly well, but is so incredibly simple, it's ridiculous. So today we are going out fishing nothing but stick baits and see how we do. Let's get after it. So as far as stick baits go, probably the most popular one is by far the Senko. But whether you use that, the Berkeley version, the Yum Dinger, any of them, they all work. And they're so incredibly simple. Like, there's nothing to this. You would never think that this would work very well. I remember watching the commercials with Roland Martin back in the day, basically saying that, how do you work them? And he says that you don't work them, they work for you. That's legitimately true. Like, there's so little that you have to do to these baits to end up catching them. And I think as fishermen, a lot of times we complicate things way too much. We end up spending, you know, hundreds or thousands of dollars on expensive lures when, in all honesty, this is all you need to really catch some fish. So we're going to go out, throw these a number of different ways to make things even easier for the most part. A lot of times the only colors I'm throwing are your black and blues and your green pumpkins. Occasionally you can get a little bit more interesting, and sometimes I throw reds, whites, pinks, that sort of thing, but keep it simple because they just do catch fish. So let's get out there and see if we can get into a couple. Got one. Yes, I do. Yep. Well, it feels like a decent one. We're in a lot of stuff, but oh. This is my lighter. That's not a bad one to start the day off. There we go. Two and a half, 2 3/4. Smallmouth, big old body. Right in the top. There we go. That is what we are shooting for. Maybe something a little bit longer. If we got one that's longer, you're probably talking about a 4. But, oh, that was just unnecessary. But yeah, these mats, they're early this year, but I'm all right with that because these fish absolutely stack up on them. So that's our first one. Let's see if we can't get some more. That's a good one to start with. I'm not mad with that size at all. I don't know if we're going to catch many big ones. The one thing I will say about a Senko, it is a phenomenal bait, but they do not have the greatest for longevity. If you're fishing something like this and going to go through a bunch, I would probably throw like a Yum Dinger or something like that. But as far as probably the best, still my opinion would be a Senko, but they are quite a bit more pricey than Yum Dingers and stuff like that. But that was a big fish. But let's keep chucking around, see if we can get some more. Got another one. Get him. Oh, a little bigger. Oh, I was supposed to say come off. Nope. Another good one. A little bit smaller. A little bit smaller. Oh, he tore our Senko up. Oh, we lost half of it. Another probably 1 3/4. Let him go. Oh, well, that's one. We might end up switching over to a little bit cheaper of a stick bait. But that just goes to show you, and honestly, how great these baits are, because I did not know these mats were out here right now. But again, with this bait, you can just adjust so well to so many different scenarios. So we essentially went from, I thought we were going to be throwing a wacky rig, and maybe a weightless Texas rig, to basically punching with this thing. And again, it might not be the most ideal lure for punching, but it's going to catch them. And sliding through a bunch of this grass, it does a phenomenal job of not getting hung up. So again, you can bring this out and just bring a bunch of different ways to rig it and catch fish. But I love mat fishing, so we're going to keep throwing this around for a little while. I'm excited for the next couple videos that are about to come out, because we're about to do some serious frogging and punching. But for now, we will keep catching them like this. Get another one. Yep, there he is. Got him. Oh, is that a better one? Can't really tell with the, oh, another good one. Not a big one. Sometimes hard to tell with how many weeds are on these. When you get a 4 or 5 pounder in all these weeds, it is, you definitely want a heavy stick to be bringing those things in. Got one? I believe we do. Yep. Yep. Got him. Oh, he is in some stuff. Is it a good one, or are we just in a lot of weeds? He's just in a lot of weeds. There we go. Another 2.5, 2 3/4. There we go. That's a good one. Let him go. Nope. Oh, we had one bite. Oh, he's got it. He smoked it as I was kind of reeling up off the bottom. Is that a good one, finally? I think that is the biggest of the day. Oh, we lost our Senko. Yep, that's a 3-pounder. You bet. Big old head on it. Not as big as a belly as some of the rest of them, but big old head and short kind of body. Been eating well. There she goes. Yeah, we just dropped it through some real thick stuff. Let it fall to the bottom. Pulled it up to the top of the mat one time. Smoked it. But what a great day. We have to have a limit of, I would say, 2.5 pounds for like all of them averaged out. There's a couple under and a couple over. Let's see if we can't get another few, maybe one big one. In all honesty, like for this kind of fishing, it's just putting in as many high percentage areas. I mean, and in all honesty, most of this mat can be high percentage. It seems like the fish are a little bit closer to the edge than in the middle of the mat. And that's where we caught those last two. We ventured out into the middle of the mat for a while and didn't have a bite. So they do seem to be right on the edge of this, but breaking down mats can be kind of difficult because, I mean, fish can be anywhere, but once you get a little bit of a pattern, it is phenomenal. But let's see if we can't get a couple more. Got one. Got one. Yep. Right on the edge of this mat. That's not a bad one. I don't think it's a real big one, but nope, not a big one. Just another nice one. Oh, we didn't even have him. We had him purely by pressure. There we go. That's a fat one. I bet he's probably barely 14, but I bet he weighs close to 2. They are getting fat for spawn. All right. Yeah, we barely had that one. Would have given it any sort of, any sort of play or line, it definitely would have come off. But yeah, they definitely seem to be right on the edge within the first 15-20 feet of this mat. Going any further in, there doesn't seem to be a whole lot, but we're still searching for one decent one. But I absolutely love mat fishing. I had never really done it up until last year because in the north we don't really have a ton of fur mats, but it is so much fun. It's such a close combat like fight, really short lived, but it can be so much fun. But Let's see if we can't get some more. There's one. Yep. He's got it. Oh no, did he let go? No, he's sitting with it. Ooh. That's the first one we missed. Almost took a hook and sinker to the face, but that was the first one we missed. Immediately. Oh, he's got it. Oh, I don't know if that was a good hook set. Oh, is he pulling? Is that a decent one? Oh, that might be a good one. Oh, that might be a good one. Come on, buddy. Be a good one. Be a good one. That's not a bad one. Look at that. Let's weigh that one up. Oh, he almost came off. That's our biggest of the day. I bet she's right under 4. Do we have a scale available? Feel it. 0 out. 0'd. Don't come off. Don't shake. Oh, I was wrong. That was a 4 1/4. I thought she would be just under. She's got a little bit of a belly on her. Not a pad one. We just caught a 4 1/4 the other day on frogs. Now we're catching them. There she goes. Now we're catching them on Senkos in mats. Yeah. As soon as they pull a little bit back, you know it's probably a decent one. But look at all this that she was in. That's why you gotta have decent rod and reel, which this one's actually a little light for what I'm typically throwing for mats, but that's because I did not anticipate throwing for mats or throwing in mats today. All right, that's our good one of the day, but let's get a little greedy and see if we can't get a second one. Oh, got one. Yep, he's still there. Oh gosh. Oh, there's so much slack. He must have ran with it. That's not a big one. Probably a terrible hook set in him. Literally hanging out of the corner of his mouth. That happens when you're in these mats, because they'll pick it up and swim towards you or something like that. So you might be setting the hook into, 3-4 feet easy of just slack. So there we go. That is the last one. Not a big one, probably barely 2, but we ended up with, let him go. Oh. We ended up with probably a bag averaging, I would say with the 4 1/4, probably a little bit over 3 pounds of fish, probably 15 and a half pounds, which is not too shabby. Again, with these Senkos or stick baits, whatever you want to call them, whatever you use, they work so incredibly well. If you haven't used them, I guess that'd be a little surprising, because I think this is one artificial that almost every bass fisherman starts off with. But I would most certainly try it if you've never have, and it does insanely well when nothing else works. All times of the year, all water clarities, I mean, it just flat out catches them. But it looks like we are definitely in mat season. It started way earlier than I thought it would, so hopefully you guys like mat fishing, because there will most certainly be a lot more of that. Punching and obviously throwing frogs and stuff like that. So hopefully you guys like that. If there's any sort of baits that you guys want to see me use for frogging or punching or anything else like that, by all means go ahead and comment that in the comment section below. If you guys want me to do like a bag challenge to see how much we can catch in a certain amount of time or in a day or something like that, by all means comment that in the comment section below too. But as always, if you guys like the video, if you wouldn't mind liking, and if you want to see more videos like it, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, that'd be greatly appreciated also. Till the next one.